अव्यक्ति परिवार में आपका स्वागत है। आज है दिन 21 अव्यक्ति साइलेंस द्वारा डबल लाइट फरिश्ता स्थिति का।
Om Shanti. I welcome you all to Avyakti Parivar.
डबल जिम्मेवारी होते भी डबल लाइट रहो। डबल लाइट रहने से लौकिक जिम्मेवारी कभी थकाएंगी नहीं, क्योंकि ट्रस्टी हो। ट्रस्टी को क्या थकावट। अपनी गृहस्थी, अपनी प्रवृत्ति समझेंगे तो बोझ है, अपना है ही नहीं तो बोझ किस बात का। बिल्कुल न्यारे और प्यारे बालक सो मालिक। अभी हम मोहिनी दीदी से सुनेंगे।
न्यारे और प्यारे बालक संभाले
Loving and detached.
रोज अलग तरह से समझ में आता है। न्यारापन क्या है कि कोई भी बात देखते हैं,
What is
सुनते
a
हैं,
detachment?
तो बहुत ज्यादा
Like
उसमें
whatever we
involved
see or listen,
इन्वॉल्व नहीं होना चाहिए।
one should
लेकिन जब
never get
परिस्थिति
involved
आती
too
है,
much
बातें भी हैं,
because the situations come, things
सबको
happen
अपना अपना
around.
इंटरेस्ट होता है बात में,
But
और
everyone
कभी
has an
इंटरेस्ट तो जरूरी
interest
भी होता है।
in
पर जो न्यारा
in few
होगा
things, even for doing or
वो
even
बात
for
करेगा नहीं
listening.
कि फिर आगे क्या
But
होगा,
the one
किस
who is
चीज का,
detached will never ask like what happened, then what they
और अगर
did.
कुछ भी है भी
And
अगर हम
if
न्यारे
there
बन
is
के हैं
anything,
तो प्यारे भी रह
if we
सकते
are
हैं,
detached, then we will be able to remain loving
नहीं
as
तो कई
well.
बार ऐसा हो जाता है, इसको ये व्यक्ति अच्छा लगता है, ये
So
मुझे
many
अच्छा नहीं
times it
लगता,
happens that some people
इसके
has
बारे में अगर हम
favoritism
सुने
against
ना
someone.
कुछ
They will
टाइम तक
listen to
अच्छा
that,
लगता
they
है,
will not listen to others. So something like
लेकिन
this
न्यारे
keeps
नहीं है
happening
तो प्यारे भी
because
बनने
they
नहीं
are
देंगे।
not detached. And if they are not detached, then they can't be
ऐसे
loving
कोई कोई पक्षपात
as
नहीं
well.
करते हैं,
So it is not like
लेकिन फिर भी अगर हम ऐसे
favoring
नहीं है
one person, but
किसी की बात पूरी
if we are
सुनेंगे,
not
समझेंगे,
detached,
किसी की बात
then
पूरी सुनेंगे,
we may not listen everything from one
उसको
person, or
इग्नोर
we may
करेंगे,
listen half, and then
फिर कोशिश करके
we
अपने
listen
मतलब की बात
not the accurate one. So it's like
मेरे पास कई आते हैं, मैं कहती हूँ भाई मेरे
many
को
people
अगर
come
आपसे
to
कोई
me
मदद चाहिए तो ठीक है, लेकिन बात
and
सुननी
I
नहीं है
tell
तो
them
पहले
that if you
समझना
need
जरूरी है।
any help from me, I will help you. But if you want to explain the
मैं
whole
सुनने से
story,
पहले
then I
समझना
don't
चाहती हूँ,
think that I need to listen to that.
अगर
I tell
समझने
them
की राह है
I'm not
या आपको
interested
मेरी
in
मदद
listening.
चाहिए
I understand if
तो
there is a
थोड़ा सा
seva or if you need my help, then
तो
tell
फिर भी
me
अगर
little.
हमें अपने आप को
So
जैसे डिटैच
it
करना
is
है
like within
अपने आप को
one
सुनना
has
बंद
to
कर
remain
देना है,
detached. So the more you will listen, it will go inside,
बहुत
and
ऐसा
then
है जो कई बार मैं
your
सुनता हूँ,
thoughts will
बाद में मुझे
continue.
कोई ख्याल नहीं आता,
And then who will say
तो
that? Like
स्वभाव
no
ही
one
होता है,
can say that if I listen, if I see, and then
बाबा का कार्य है
I don't get the
जो
thoughts
कहे
about
वो
it. It's
जिम्मेवारी
not
है वो हमें
possible.
निभानी
So it's
है,
Baba's task, whatever
लेकिन
responsibility
अपने
I
से
have,
नीचे नहीं है।
but it's not my
पहले
interest,
तो
not
खुद
my
से
personal
हमें यही बना के
interest.
रखना है,
So from the beginning, I
वो
always
बात
kept
सुनेंगे
this
तो
aim,
फिर चलेगी,
and that if we
मत
listen
सोचेंगे तो
anything,
चलेगी बात नहीं,
then it will go within us,
आंखों पे
and then we
पर्दा
will
डाल दो,
start thinking
बस
about it.
सोचते रहो,
Then we will
दिमाग
tell
में
our
भरते रहो,
mind that go
परिस्थितियां
away,
देखते
like
हैं उसको,
beyond this, don't think about this. Then
और
why do
चाहे
you
कोई
give
भी
such
बात
a
हो, इतनी
unnecessary
सुनो
information to your mind?
सेवा के लिए,
Even the news, whatever is
कभी
needed
सहयोग
in
मिले,
terms of seva, whatever support we need, just listen only to
बालक
that
तो
much,
वारिस होता है ना,
because the child who
मालिक
is the
के अपने
heirs
अधिकार होते
also,
हैं, मालिक के अपने होते हैं,
and as have their own entitlement.
सब बालक
and the master also has their own entitlement. So all the children will not consider themselves as a master. So the one who's beyond me and mine, then they will consider this as their own yajna. Like this is Baba's yajna. Whatever belongs to Baba. Because we have never stayed in one place, we have always been traveling. So we keep going to different service, different centers, considering ourselves that we are master. It is our home. So in our mind also, like for example, a child always remain a carefree. A child will never carry anything in their heart and mind. So master and a child. So when one has to be a master or the child, then we will practice this tomorrow. And sometimes we feel something and then become more sensitive. Like sometimes we start getting waste thoughts. So that means that we have lost the balance between the master and the child. So where we had to become a master, we become child, or vice versa. And then where we had to become a master, we become a child. So whenever you start getting waste thoughts, then always remind yourself that I'm not able to maintain the balance between both. Where I had to become loving, I became detached. When I had to become detached, I became loving. So the waste does not start in my mind, and also not others will have the waste. And this is how we are able to make that stage. And with the awareness, we are becoming capable. And when we are wasting time, we lose our breath, time, energy. So at that time, we have to think of the balance. Be a double light and also have the balance. Many people have the work, Lokik family. They get heavy with lots of things, responsibility. In order to become double light, the Lokik responsibility will never make you tired because you are trustee. I have taken the responsibility or Baba has given to me. Two different things. So why the trustee will get tired? It's if you think it's my house, then there will be a burden of me and mine. So there is no question of having burden, always loving and detached. So we all understand each and every point of knowledge, but whenever we get that point, we have to start understanding it in a very depth. So remain trusty, remain trusty. Because what happens even in the family, if any situation comes, so if like one is not happy, then the others also, like if any sorrow comes along with that, we all becomes sad. So then if you're not detached, then you are not able to help in that situation. So if you are influenced or affected by that situation, then your energy and the battery goes down. So for example, out of like in a Lokik family, out of 5 people, if all of them gets attached, then who will be able to help? But if you are affected, then how will you be able to help
तो समीप के जो
in that
संबंध होते हैं
situation?
उससे बहुत असर आ जाता है।
Mainly the relationship which are very
जिस
close,
तरह
then
की कोई
you get
विषमता है,
affected
कोई
very
शारीरिक
easily.
कोई शरीर की तकलीफ होती है,
Anything like any account for the body or
तो
any
सेवा जो करने वाले
situations
हैं
or any
कई बारी
obstacles,
उनको अपने
then you get affected.
न्यारे
So the
बनाते
one
हैं
who serves, who are sevadari, who are trusty,
कि
they
सेवा से
always have to remain detached. And with your service,
गए
with your stage, they will get power and they will be able to
लेकिन कई
solve
बार
the
क्या होता है
problem.
न्यारे नहीं होते हैं, समझ
Then
में
what
आता है
happens sometimes,
तो
if you
आप
are not
नहीं कर
detached
सकते
and you
हैं
have
सब
only
कुछ।
loving, you are only loving, then you will not be able to help.
तो
I have
सभी को अच्छा
experienced this
लगता है
many
लेकिन
times.
संतुलन
So
बना रहता
practice
है,
this, both the things tomorrow.
तो
Try
इससे
to
ज़्यादा
maintain a balance between these two,
नीचे ऊपर नहीं होगा।
and and then
ओम
your stage will always remain stable. It will never go up and down. Om Shanti.
ओम शांति। अव्यक्त मुरली रिवीजन 1969
Om
से
Shanti,
पदम
Avyakt Murli
पदम
revision
वाक्य
from
और गाथा।
1969, multi-million fold fortune and blessings.
अव्यक्त वाणी तारीख है 14 जून
Avyakt Murli, date
1972।
is 14 June
स्वार्थ स्थिति में स्थित
1972.
होने का
The effort and
पुरुषार्थ
science of
महाईश्वर है।
stabilizing oneself in
सदा
one's
साथ
original stage.
रहने कारण यह रिजल्ट है।
So, what
क्या
is the
साथ रखना
easy
मुश्किल
effort?
लगता है?
Constantly keep
जब
both
चाहे
the
आओ
incorporeal
पहचान लो।
and the corporeal in
मान
front of
लिया
you.
कि सभी
This
संबंध
is the
आपके
result of
साथ है।
not constantly
दूसरा
keeping
अगर
their
कोई
company.
तो
Do
उस
you
पे
find
चढ़ने
it
में क्या
difficult
मुश्किल
to
है?
keep their company? Since you know them, you have
साथ क्यों
recognized
ढूंढते
them,
हो? सीता का साथ
you
क्यों
have
छोड़ा?
accepted them, and you
कारण
realize
लकीर
that
को
all
जोड़ दिया।
relationships are
यह
with one and
चंद्रवंशी
none
सिद्धार्थ का
other.
काम है,
So,
लक्ष्मी का नहीं।
what is difficult in moving along with them?
तो
Why do
मर्यादा
you
के लकीर
let
के
go
पास
of their company?
बुद्धि
Why
सीता भी ना
did
चाहे।
Sita let go of the
मैं तो
company?
चंद्रवंशी
What
बनी,
was the reason for that?
बुद्धि
She
रूपी
crossed the
मर्यादा
line
रहते
drawn for
समय।
her. That is
संकल्प
the
बस
task of
तभी
Sita,
बाहर
who
निकलता
belongs
है।
to the Moon dynasty,
तो अपने को चंद्रवंशी सीता
not of the
समझना
Sun
चाहिए,
dynasty,
सूर्यवंशी लक्ष्मी नहीं।
dynasty
सूर्यवंशी
Lakshmi.
अर्थात
So, the
शूरवीर।
intellect should not go
जो
beyond the line
शूरवीर
of the
होता है
code of conduct,
वह कभी
even
कोई
in the
दोष नहीं
slightest,
करता है।
otherwise, you will
तो
become
सदा
part of
साथ
the
रखने
Moon
वाला,
dynasty.
अपने
If
को
the
मर्यादा
foot
की
of the
लकीर के
intellect
अंदर
goes
रखो।
beyond the line of the
लकीर
code of
के बाहर
conduct
ना
in
निकलो।
your thoughts or dreams, even in the slightest,
बाहर निकलते
then
हो
you should consider
तो
yourself
पकड़ बन
to
जाते
be
हो,
the Moon dynasty
फिर मांगते रहते हो
Sita
यह मदद
and
मिले,
not the
यह
Sun dynasty
संदेश
Lakshmi.
मिले।
To be part
यहाँ
of the
हो
Sun
सकता है
dynasty means to be
मांगता
courageous.
हुआ ना।
Those who are courageous
बनने
are
का
never
अर्थ
under
ही है
anyone's
सब
influence.
वेल्थ गंवा
So,
देना।
in order to constantly keep the
इसलिए
company,
फकीर बन
keep
जाओ
yourself
तो ना लकीर को पार करो
within the
ना
line of the
फकीर
code
बनो।
of conduct. Do
लकीर
not
के
go
अंदर रहने
beyond the
से
line.
माया जीत बन सकती है।
When you go beyond the
लकीर को
line, you
पार
become
करने से
beggars.
माया से हार खा लेते हो। इसलिए सदा
Then
देने
you
बल देना
continuously ask, I
और
should
खोने
receive
लो।
this help, I should
फिर करो
receive
कि
this
इन चारों में से आज
facility.
किस बात की कमी रही। आज हेल्थ ठीक है, वेल्थ है, हैप्पी है, होली है, न है तो क्यों? सबका
Recognize the
कुछ ना
illness and
परफॉर्म ही कर
instantly
सकता
get
है
some medicine for it.
और तो सभी
If If you have already been given all other types of medicine, you have all the attainments. So, whilst having all the
So check
attainments, why are
which
you not
aspect out
able
of the
to do
4 was
something
missing
at the
today.
right time?
Today, was your health good?
Why do you
Do you have
forget
wealth?
until
Are
after
you
the time
happy?
has
Are
passed
you
by?
holy? If not, why not? Recognize the
The
illness and
weakness is that you
instantly
are
get
not
some
able to
medicine
do
for it.
anything at the
You
right
have
time.
already
If
been
you do
given all
something
other types
after
of medicine. You
the
have
time
all
has passed,
attainments. So, whilst having all attainments, why are you not
then the
able to
time
do
has
something
already
at the
gone
right
by. You
time?
have not yet
Why do you
made your
forget until
intellect
after the time has
sufficiently
passed
broad,
by? The
unlimited,
weakness
and
is that you're not
knowledgeable for
able
you
to
to
do
be able to
anything at the
remember
right time.
everything on
If
time.
you do
So,
something
if
after
you
the time
want
has
some
passed,
support,
then the
then
time has
constantly
already
give
gone
this
by.
support
You
with
have not
you,
yet
then
made
you
your
will never
intellect
be
sufficiently
defeated.
broad,
Okay, we
unlimited,
will
and
continue
knowledgeable for you to
tomorrow.
be able
Om
to remember
Shanti.
everything on time. So if you want some support, then constantly keep this support with you, and it will never be defeated. Om Shanti.